So now we're going to solve for the slope of a line. And the formula is m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. M, okay, this is the symbol for slope. So kapag may nakita kayo na small letter m, ang ibig sabihin nun ay slope. Now, itong y sub 2, y sub 1, x sub 2, and x sub 1, those are the coordinates. So, ibig sabihin, sa isang slope, meron kang dalawang coordinates. Okay? So, try natin isolve. Find the slope given the coordinates of 3, 2, and 5, 7. So, the first thing that you need to do is to identify, okay, the values of the coordinates. Si x sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 1, y sub 2. Okay? Now, alam naman natin, di ba, na sa isang coordinates, ang laging magkasama, di ba, ay yung value ni x tsaka value ni y. So, lagi sa isang coordinates, x, y yan. Now, since dalawang coordinates yung given, therefore, yung isa, x sub 1, y sub 1, yung pangalawang coordinates, x sub 2, y sub 2. So, dito kay 3 and 2, identify muna natin kung saan dyan si x and saan si y. Diba, lagi naman nauuna si x. So, therefore, x here is 3, y is 2. Kay 5, 7, si x ay si 5, si 7 si y. Of course, yung first given coordinates, yun yung magiging x sub 1 and y sub 1. Yung second given, sila naman magiging x sub 2, y sub 2. Now, after identifying, okay, the coordinates, ang gagawin na natin is, we will solve them. Okay? Ito yung gagamitin natin na formula. So, we will simply substitute the values. So, di ba we have m equals y sub 2. So, ano ba dito yung value ni y sub 2? That is 7. So, you have here 7 minus y sub 1 is 2. Laging subtraction yung operation na over x sub 2, which is 5. Then again, minus x sub 1, which is 3. Then simply solve. So, 7 minus 2, that is 5. Over 5 minus 3, that is 2. So, now, pwede pa ba nating masimplify yung 5 over 2? Hindi na. So, kung hindi na, ibig sabihin, ito na yung value ng slope, 5 over 2. So, if you will notice, yung value ay positive, right? So, kung i-graph natin talaga yung coordinate na to sa Cartesian plane, ang itsura ng graph niyan ay since positive slope yan, that is a line rises from left to right. Next given. So, find the slope given the coordinates of 2, 4, 3, negative 2. Again, first thing to do is to identify your x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So, first coordinate, si 2 yung x, si 4 yung y. Second coordinate, si 3 yung x, si negative 2 yung y. Then, since, again, this is the first coordinates, so nandito si x sub 1 at si y sub 1. Second coordinate, so this are x sub 2 and y sub 2. Okay, then apply the formula for the slope. Again, the formula is slope or m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Tandaan nyo itong formulang to. Okay, mahalaga yan yung slope. So, now, substitute na natin. So, y sub 2 is negative 2. So, negative 2, then lagi minus. So, negative 2 minus y sub 2 is 4. All over now, x sub 2, you have 3 minus, so minus 2. Solve. So, negative 2 minus 4. Since both negative yan, add, then copy the sign. So, that will be equal to negative 6 all over 3 minus 2, that is 1. So simplify, since the denominator is 1, final answer is slope is equal now to negative 6. Example is find the slope given the coordinates of 1, negative 5, and 8, negative 5. So again, first step, identify x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So given coordinates, we have x, y, x, y. So yung first coordinate, x sub 1, y sub 1. Second coordinate, x sub 2, y sub 2. Actually, pwede din naman na, let's say, itong 8, negative 5 yung gagawin yung x sub 1 and y sub 1. Okay lang yun. Then, si second coordinate yung x sub 2, y sub 2. Kapag ginawa nyo yun, pareho lang din yung magiging answer. Wag lang, let's say, this is x sub 1, tas inassign nyo to na, let's say, y sub 2. Okay, mali yun. Pwede yung mag-interchange, pero hindi pwede na halo-halo yung x sub 1 tsaka yung, let's say, y sub 2 sa isang coordinates. Okay? Then, again, after identifying, doon na tayo sa formula. Substitute na natin. So, slope is equal to y sub 2. Y sub 2 is negative 5. So, negative 5 minus y sub 1, negative 5. Importante din na ikakopy nyo mismo yung mga signs. Tsaka lagi yung may minus ha. Kasi madalas, kapag let's say negative na si y sub 1, nakakalimutan na i-indicate yung subtraction. Okay? So, di ba? Y sub 2, negative 5, minus muna, then negative 5. All over now, you have x sub 2, 8 minus 1. Combined. Di ba kapag may dalawang negative na magkatabi, the operation will become positive. Kasi change the sign yan eh. So, you have here negative 5 plus 5. So, unlike signs na sila, subtract. So, that will be equal to 0. So, 0 over 8 minus 1, that is equal to 7. Okay? So, therefore, if, okay, in your numerator, the value is 0, di ba kapag 0 yung numerator, ang final answer natin dyan para sa slope is 0. Again, pag yung numerator nyo ay 0, ang final answer ay 0. Kapag fraction ha. Fourth example, so find the slope given the coordinates of 3, negative 6, and 3, 4. So, identify again x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So, first coordinate, against x sub 1 and y sub 1. Second coordinate, x sub 2, y sub 2. Then, substitute the values sa slope formula. So, y sub 2, that is 4. So, you have 4. Slope is equal to 4 minus y sub 1 is negative 6. So, minus negative 6 all over x sub 2, 3 minus x sub 1, 3. Again, may dalawang negative na magkatabi, so magiging positive. So, 4 plus 6, that is equal to 10. 3 minus 3, that is 0. Okay? Now, dun sa naunang example, di ba, kapag 0 yung numerator, ang final answer is 0. But this time, kapag yung 0 na yung nasa denominator, the answer will be, okay, undefined. Okay? Again, pag 0 yung denominator, the answer is undefined. Okay. Tandaan na, pag sa taas, 0. Pag sa baba, undefined. Next example, find the slope given the coordinates of 4, 3, and negative 4, negative 7. So, again, identify the values. So, you have x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Okay. Then, substitute now the formula of the slope. So, y sub 2, you have negative 7. So, negative 7 minus y sub 1, so minus 3, all over x sub 2, that is negative 4, minus x sub 1 is 4. So, negative 7 minus 3, both negative, add. Then, copy the sign, so that is equal to negative 10. All over, again, both negative, add ulit, all over negative 8. Now, if you have both negative in numerator and denominator, final answer is positive. Magiging positive yan. Kasi diba parang divide yan. Negative divided by negative is positive. So, it will become 10 over 8. Pero pag isang negative sign lang, either sa numerator or denominator, ibig sabihin negative talaga yung value. Pag dalawa, positive. Then, you have there 10 over 8. Simplify, di ba pwede pa? Kailangan lagi din simplest form yung value ng slope. So, the simplest form is, we can still divide both sides by 2. So, this is 10 divided by 2 is 5. Then, 8 divided by 2 is 4. So, final answer is 5 over 4.